Hi everyone, Valerie here, and we are back with Friends of Mineral Town. Now, after I had recorded the last episode, I was doing some girl math, and it made me realize that I cannot do 5 episodes. 5 days an episode. If I were to do that, that means these last 5 days will start on the next time this series plays. And I don't like that. I like it when the season ends just as I am, just as I'm finishing up the week. So no, these will now have, like, quite a few days in the episode. Like, geez, how'd I do that? How'd I do that to myself? Like, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that. And it just happened. Like, I would love to do it 5 days an episode. I would love that, but I'm so set in my ways that it's almost disgusting. I can't stop it. It's a sickness. Like, it's not AD. It's not OCD. It's definitely not OCD. People who actually do have OCD are probably sick of people saying, "Oh, this is an OCD moment." No, for me, this is an autism moment. Which, this is not coming out in April, but Happy Autism Awareness Month. Yes, I am autistic. I feel like that shit. I feel like somewhere on my profile there is something that clues into that. But anyway, it's just how I am. I'm so set in my ways of, like, how I've been doing it, and I've been doing it this particular way for the series. Not even just like this one, just in general, for like ever. And I don't see myself changing that. I don't. So you're stuck with me being a little weirdo for a bit. So, you know, maybe one of these episodes will have 15 days instead of 10. You know, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so some days we'll have 10, some days we'll have 5. Some days might have 15. Because I am a silly Billy who messed up. And I messed up. How'd I do that? Honestly. Ugh. Luckily, because I just keep going to bed, because we're just trying to steamroll our way to our son's first birthday, I'm not too, like, caught up in what we do for the day. Like, I'm sure I could go ahead and genuinely try and make the episodes a bit interesting by, like, fishing or doing something else, but this is actually also genuinely whose birthday? Oh well. Like, this is actually also genuinely what I would do if I wished. I forgot about the Cappy. Like, if I was streaming, this is genuinely what I would do. I would just sleep. I would take care of the animals and go back to bed. And, like, you know, maybe others might find a way to make it a bit more interesting, but it's also a farming game. And it's not even like what I would imagine Animal Parade or the first story of... Why'd I do that? Or the first story of seasons is like. It's like one of the OG games, and there was never much to do in Friends of Mineral Town, or more Friends of Mineral Town. There was barely anything to do in Back to Nature. Like, I'm pretty sure, didn't I make that series? Didn't I make a Back to Nature series? How long, when did that series stop? Because, like, you know, there's only so much that you can genuinely do in the games, and there's nothing wrong with that. I eat this stuff up. This is my favorite genre of game. It won't change. Like, yeah, I could make content about more interesting games. I have a channel specifically for that. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm about. I love these cozy games. I love these slice of lives. Of a life I'll never have. Because I want chickens, but my family doesn't want to move. But it'll be over for them. If I become the main breadwinner, which I already am, but I mean more so than I already am. Because, like, I'll be moving us. Oh, what? You guys want to stay in the city? Figure it out, because I'm going this way. I'm going to get my chickens. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and figure out how to entertain you guys for like 15 days I was about to let the animals out. For 15 in-game days. it's not going to be very interesting. We're just going to be sleeping. On the day I'm recording this, not much really interesting has happened. You know, I took Robin to the groomers again, and the groomer, like, I got the message like, hey, he's done, and maybe like less than 5 minutes later, they called like, hey, I wasn't sure if you got that message. I just want to make sure. He's having a meltdown in the cage. Like, he just doesn't like it. I'm like, I am literally on my way. I'm down the road. I'll be there in a couple of moments. And like, we were also dropping lunch off to my brother who works right next door at a furniture store. So we went ahead and like, so my younger sister went ahead and dropped his food off while I went ahead and ran inside, grabbed the receipt, went to pay it, and then my little sister went to go grab him. But like, I heard him on the phone. I heard him when I grabbed the receipt, just bark, 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 bark. He just was not about it. And I don't blame him. Like, even when, so I'm pretty sure I mentioned the story about Robin. Robin wasn't originally my dog. He was originally my older brother's dog, like with him and his ex-wife and his kids. And a situation happened where my brother had to go away for a bit. Not jail. Let's start with that. He didn't go to jail. Like, he had to leave the state for a bit. And that just makes it sound even worse. No, he had some army stuff to take care of. Let's go with that. Jesus. And, you know, my sister-in-law at the time was getting fed up with the dog. Like, she hated him. Pretty sure she abused him. And I had gotten angry at her about something that I got fed up. I took the dog. I took him from her and was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take him. And my brother was okay with it. My brother was perfectly fine, especially with his situation, that I would have this dog. And, you know, I've had him ever since. Robin's mine. Robin will always be mine. He is my baby. I love him very, very much. And, I'm not gonna shear the sheep. I don't remember the day. And I'm not gonna go to the calendar for it. I'm talking. But, yeah, so I kept him. And he's been mine ever since. Quite a few beautiful... Actually, I think I've had him since, like... Actually, yeah, he was only 6 months old when they got him, so... Like, he's 10. I'm just saying I had him for the full 10 years. I don't care what anyone says. He's mine. Well, no, sorry. 9.5. Correction. Because they like, bought him when he was 6 months old. But anyway. He looks at me like, you telling a story about me, Mama? Yes, I am. But yeah, so... He growled. He's like, Like, do you mind? I'm telling a story. But regardless, he's been mine ever since. I love him to death. This is my dog. Oh, he knows. He knows I'm talking about him. He's a good boy. Like, he's mine. He's my baby. He brightens up my day every day. And I would not have it any other way. He's a good boy. He does his best. Right? Yeah, you do, buddy. Anyway, we have a festival today. We will go to this festival just because I'm still gonna go to the festivals. And it starts at 10 anyway, so... You know, can you get bigger? Like, what do I need to do for you? Like, just be big. Be a big girl now. Can you hear him drinking water? Just, I really don't know anymore what does and does not get captured because, my friend in Germany went ahead and, like, took care of a lot of things when I moved over from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studio to do all my to not only do all my recordings but my streaming as well. So, like, it doesn't catch a lot of things, and I love that. Like, thank you. You did great. He's not on. Hold on. What? Where are you? Oh, you threw up? Here. Oh, okay. I thought he threw up. My room's a mess right now. I mean, it always is a mess, but that's neither here nor there. There's something over there. Hold on. What's over there? What toy? You got it, buddy. So as I was saying, my room is currently a mess because I was working on, I got new figures, so I was working on adding them to a proper shelf, so that way I could display them. And that also meant that I was working on rearranging and cleaning things, and I haven't had the chance to move this table out of the way. It's a collapsible table. I use it for crafting and when I'm sewing. So I was also using it to like put my figures up while I was dusting and rearranging things. I haven't had the chance to fully move it out of the way because there's a bunch of stuff on it. I'm working on it, but he wanted his toy pizza, which he could have gone if he went a different path, but he decided not to. But you know, if you have a dog, you know that sometimes they are a little bit silly in how they do things. Robin is no exception to that rule. He is a very silly dog. I love him. I love him to death, don't get me wrong. But he can be very silly. Oh, so sorry. That was a big yawn. The day I'm recording it, it's actually the day of the eclipse. I had a massive migraine, and I was trying to hold out for like my last hour of work. It didn't work out. I had to leave, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. My head hurts way too much. And my supervisor was very understanding. She really is. I'm really happy to be in a position where my supervisor understands that, you know, sometimes things happen. She's a very motherly person. And I just have to make up an hour of work. That's not a big deal. I can do that. But I was really trying to slog it through and do my best. Like, I didn't even care about the eclipse. The sun covered it up anyway. I had no intention of going to see it anyway. But, like, yeah, I was just so upset that, like, I couldn't survive the last hour. But I tried everything to stop it from hurting. I have migraine prevention medicine. I took it the moment I realized, this is gonna turn into a migraine. I drank water. I ate, thinking maybe is it food related? No, all of it was just like, you're gonna have this headache for a bit. Ticked me off. It ticked me off so much. All right, I forgot how much she talked. She drew chocolate in, and I think this year it's jam, right? God, it looks so delicious. I want to go in there. Bum, 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 bum. Anne is so cute. Bum, 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 bum. Look at it. It looks so delicious. Where did they store that? Like, where did they store this huge pot? And who carries it? Like, most of everything that's here, it's understandable. Like, I can kind of figure out where the tables are. Where is this pot coming from? Like, I need to know. Right, okay. I made it the jam in the jar. I fished it out before anyone noticed, though. Like, how that must have been boiling hot, girl. But anyway, to the next day. Sweet, wake up! Rick Jr. is. I knew it was gonna happen. My baby! What do we do, Sweet? When I got up, Rick Jr. had fallen out of bed. I have no idea what to do at a time like this. What? The little baby! Quick, to the clinic! Right, we have to go to the clinic. Let's go, Rick Jr. You're going to be just fine. Yes, everything's fine. It's just a small scrape. No broken bones or anything of the sort. Thank goodness. My mind went blank and I totally lost my cool. Pitiful, Rick. Pitiful. Ah, well, at least he admits it. There's nothing to worry about, but you shouldn't get more active at this age, so you must keep a watchful eye. Put up a guard around the bed and lay rugs and thick mats down on the floor. Yeah, thank you. We have to be careful from now on. Sorry, Rick Jr. Yeah! Oh, right, it was a whole day! Wait! Oh my god, look at it go. I think it's silly that I lose a whole day just because my child learned to walk. Boop, boop. Ah! Oh my god. I mean, it really has my eyes, wouldn't you say? I think somebody's going to grow up to look a lot like Papa. You take my eyes off our baby, so precious. I think we've got a little weight gain going on, too. Yeah, your eyes. Uh-huh. Technically, this baby doesn't even have my eyes. Who? No, it's not him. It's not Cliff. It's not Kai. But he could be close. It's not Brandon. It might be him. No, I wouldn't cheat on my husband, though. He does go to the bar a lot, though. Anyway. Yeah, so my animals are not going to be happy right now. Which, understandable. I wouldn't be happy, too, if I was me. And I had, you know, spent the whole day just because my child had learned to walk. Like, oh, hey, you grew up. Like, I don't know how childhood and parenting works. I mean, I was a child. But I don't see my mother, spending all day watching over me just because I learned how to crawl or even walk. Again, I'm sure they recorded things, but you know, don't see it. I do not see it. Anyway, definitely that, event helps with, like, you know, like, stretching this video out, because, like, we're on the 11th day, and I planned on, like, stopping on the 15th, after the 15th, and we're only 18 days in, so, 18 days? 18 minutes. So the next episode might be 5 days, but the other two would be 10 days apiece. I'll figure out a good leeway eventually. For now, this is just what we got. And I am okay with it. Oh, eventually we have to celebrate Rick's birthday. Which is like here, right? No. Here? The 27th. I must remember. What are you trying to get over there, dude? Give me another minute. Alright, so as a heads up, I guess whatever I originally got him was not it for him. He wanted his, toy that has like 50 squeakers in it. It is a alligator. It's a very long, it's a long toy. It's a long boy. And when I first got it for him, he was very interested in it. So you know, he originally played with it. But you know, like a child, the need to play with such a toy, you know, it fades, you know. I have yet to see him play with it for a very long time without being provoked to play it. Like, you know, if I was to take it and be like, oh, hey, look at all these squeakers. He wanted it himself. And, you know, he's got a box of toys, so I wasn't sure exactly what he wanted. But he kept sniffing it. And I was like, yeah, you know, like, maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's something else that's beneath it because it's on top. So I picked it up and he went crazy for it. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. This is the toy you want to play with while I'm in the middle of recording? This one? And, yeah, that's the one. He's lucky I love him. Then again, I do want him to, like, you know, get a little bit more into, like, destroying his toys anyway. I have a whole bunch from our BarkBox subscription that we still have. We still 100% have. And by 100% have, I mean, like, because we got him every month, we were getting it faster than he was destroying toys. To the point whenever his friend came over, I made sure old toys were out and about so he could help destroy them. And, like, we still have yet to chop away at the slog that we have. So him getting rid of this one? Yeah, that would help a lot for me to bring out some new ones. Like, I would say that equals, like, 3 new ones. And I did technically get him a new one when he did such a good job his first time at the groomers. But, you want me home by, like, 6, right? What happens at Moonlight Night? I don't remember. Oh, right, I have to go to Mother's Hill at 6 p.m. Oh my gosh, who's gonna watch our kid? Anyway. But, yeah, didn't think he would want to play with that, so here I am with Mr. Squeakerson. Like, he's not chewing on the squeakers. For some weird reason, he's licking it. If you guys try to understand your dogs, I think you understand, like, my confusion with him. Like, every now and then, some of the words I have to say out loud is stop licking Pikachu's butt. Because I have a Pikachu plush, and he, like, just, like, every now and then I hear, like, licking sounds. I'm like, where are you licking, dude? It doesn't sound like you. And it's my stuffed animals. I'm like, hey, yo, stop that. What, chill? On licking my belongings? Like, thank you. Oh, gosh. Here we go. An automatic milker for this particular game would have been great. Like a milking room? Heck yeah, give me that. Alright. Oh man, look at that. That's beautiful. So sorry, I'm still so tired. Like, I'll sleep. I will hopefully sleep good tonight. I will make sure I go to bed early if my... Like, the migraine is technically gone. I can't even say I still have it. It's technically gone. But, you know, sometimes it, like, lingers, and it's like, hey, I'm still here. Just a reminder. And I'm just like, no, go away. Anyway. Alright, we have to wait until 6. So we're gonna do our whole book method. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So, my husband was trying to make me dinner. I was like, is divorce an option in this game? Not because you were trying to make me dinner, but because, like, I'm suspicious of you. Hey, do you know what tonight is? It's Moonlight Night. So, want to look at the moon together? I'll join you. Great, I know we'll have a great time. Boy, the moon sure is pretty. What happens if I say I'm sleepy? The moon seems so close, it feels like I could almost reach out and touch it. We definitely picked the right spot. I wonder if Mom and Dad used to come and watch the moon like this. I wish he'd come home soon. Why, so you can see our grandson and realize that you're a drunk? Whoops, I stayed up all night. Hope my ass don't get too puffy. I mean, I say he's a drunk, but he's not a drunk. Like... I wish I understood why he went to the bar all day. Like, it's not like he's Karen, but... And I mean, I tried to see when he would come home. It could also just be, maybe it's one of those things where it's like... Not a glitch, but it's just like... An incident in the coding that went overlooked. Because I feel like even a lot of females will just choose to play as... like boy characters, and if not, if the option for like gay marriages is a thing, they go for the gay marriages. I mean, I did. I 100% did. No hesitation. No offense, none of the men in here are attractive to me. I only did this one because it was like, why not? just to be a little bit different. But you know, that's always me. Always. Get back here. Shake! Oh, it's less shake, not shake. In all fairness, it's not like there's any differentials between the cows. Anyway. To the chickens! Because we are almost done with this episode. Let me take a chill for a little bit before I do another. Probably the next one will probably be 5 episodes. And then the last 2 would be the... No, the last 2 would probably be 5. Right? Because we end this on the 15th. And this will only be a Tuesday episode. Yeah, so the other 3 would just be 5. So just 1 episode would have to be 10? I don't know. Eventually I'll do the girl math for it. Right now it's just like getting through this while I try and think, am I gonna have a migraine? Honestly, it's torture. And like I take medicine for it. And like they thought maybe it was like a vitamin deficiency, which magnesium was it. But like sometimes it just happens. Sometimes I'll have a bad day. Some days I'll nip it in the bud before it gets even worse. It just really depends on the day. So I don't hold any... Sorry, I was yawning. I don't hold any grudges against my migraines. The only time I will is when, I had one that lasted me, like 2.5 days. Like, I had to leave work early. I got a tattoo in the middle of doing it. And it was excruciating. Excruciating. And like, I couldn't do anything. I actually had to shut down my gaming PC because even the little tiny lights on it were messing me up. And it had gotten to the point where my mother kept insisting I go to the hospital for like their special, they call it a cocktail, but she insisted I go for that. I'm like, Mom, let's just give it until Sunday. If it still hurts me on Sunday, then yes, we will go ahead and go. But like I went to bed Saturday night, which I was mostly in bed Saturday, and Sunday morning it was gone. I was like, oh, I forgot what it was like not to be in pain. And that was the worst one of my life. The worst experience of my life. And I'm sure other people would have been smart enough to be like, okay, I'm going to the hospital for this. But because I've had migraines before, and they only got worse when COVID happened, and I was like, you know, on screens a lot more, it, you know, it was just bound to happen, in my opinion. But that was just the worst one. I had another one that was decently bad. Like, it was pretty bad. Nothing was working. And then I threw up. And then it went away. I got so upset about it, mostly because I made gumbo. And if you've had gumbo before, you know it's a chunky rice dish. And yeah, that's not fun coming back up. It's tasty going down when you're eating it and you know, you don't think you're gonna throw up. Coming back up, it's not fun. It was the worst experience of my life, and I was like, that was such delicious food, and it was like maybe like a few, like maybe 10 or so minutes after eating it, so obviously it didn't digest. So all that spices and stuff just coming back up. No, sorry, not gonna happen. So sorry for. I'll put a trigger warning for grossness, but yeah, that was worst. Anyway, we are done here for this episode. I'm pretty sure the next 3 days, because like 20, 25, yeah, next 3 days will be 5 days episodes. One day just might end up being like a 10-day episode, and then we'll go ahead and get this done before we know it, a lot quicker. Because, you know, I would like to go ahead and start recording episodes for my time in Portilla again. I miss playing that game. It was very fun. I love my Phyllis. But yeah, we are done here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.